It was a betrayal against not just Atlanta, but all of us as citizens. This is a complete travesty. The fact that people think that more police is going to solve issues that they never solved to begin with. I live in Midtown. I live 10 minutes down the street. Every day I leave my house, I feed homeless people. Every day I help people. I say that to say there's so much they could be doing with that money that they're not. I live in this city. I'm 33 and I have for over a decade. There's been no changes made, no good changes, let's say that. And anything that has happened has just been disastrous against us as people. And truly, they claim it's about protection when all they do is hurt us. We are afraid to call the police. That should tell you all that you need to hear. And the fact that these things continue to happen over and over and over, the truth is those people in there are never going to be affected until it hits them close to home. And that is an awful reality to really have to understand. Because if it was their child, their cousin, their family, their friends, they would have voted no. If they would have been affected by these tragedies that happen every day in all of our communities, but instead they want to what? Give us more of them? For what? For us to pay them more of our money? To do what? To do nothing? Because all that they have shown is that's what they continue to do, but we're supposed to continue to have faith, right? Pray as if, what, they're Jesus, they're God, and if enough faith in them is going to make them do the right thing, it's not. We've given them enough opportunities, and here we stand. They heard our voices, and they laughed in our faces. They sat there and acted like it was no big deal, from the people at the door staring at their phones, not just with smug looks, but literally smiling and laughing at us. There's nothing funny about this situation. Even if you don't agree, you're not even humane enough to understand where we're coming from, to empathize or sympathize with what we're going through, because this is not our problem. Not just these people on the streets, it's their problem too. They just haven't felt it close enough. That's the sad truth of what's going on here. And all the money they could put back to the youth, to the people on the streets, they're not. This is not being put into programs that help us. It's being put into everything else. This is not solving any of our issues. It's just creating more terror. We're all terrified and nothing is changing, and they're wondering why we're so upset. That's exactly the problem. They're not listening. They're never listening. I show up every time I vote. I volunteer with multiple charities. I give back in every way that I can. Where is the change? When is the change going to come? When is enough enough? Enough is already enough. How many more people have to die? 10, 20, 1,000? 1 million people could die and they would still continue to do the same thing.